Pastor Tim,
Pastor Brent,
how are you?
how do I look?
Awesome.
That's for good. I wish I could say the same to you.
Yeah, of course.
Will you forgive me?
Sure.
In fact, we're going to learn about one of my biblical heroes today, Joseph.
Oh.
And all about I don't want to get into it. We're going to discover what forgiveness is. We're going to let you kids follow along and learn
what it's about.
Exactly.
It's going to be good, so pay attention.
You take all the pieces of my life, put them back together, make it all alright. Oh, you forgive me. Only you can heal my broken heart, make all things new with a brand new start. Oh, you forgive me. You forgive me. I try so hard to do things right, but I make the wrong choice sometimes. And you forgive me. No one knows me, God, like you. You see who I am, not what I do. And you forgive me. You take all the pieces of my life, put them back together, make it all alright. Oh, you forgive me. Only you can heal my broken heart, make all things new with a brand new start. Oh, you forgive me. what's next. I wanna face this world with wonder and excitement. Face every challenge every day. Baby, I'm gonna follow. I'm trusting you, God. You are good. Life will be crazy, wild and amazing. I'm trusting you, God. You are good. Wherever you lead me, I'm gonna follow. I'm trusting you, God. You are good. Life will be crazy, wild and amazing. I'm trusting you, God. You are good. I'm trusting you, God. You are good. I'm trusting you, God. You are good.
Hey everyone, my name is Ashton, and welcome to our brand new series called
Forgiveness.
Okay, that was weird. I'm sure you've heard that word before. You know,
Forgiveness.
oh, come on! Have you ever been hurt by somebody before? Maybe someone said something that really hurt your feelings.
You smell like a rotten banana.
Or maybe you've had a bully that hurt you physically. Or maybe you've been hurt by somebody you love.
You funny looking.
We have all been hurt before. Did you know that when somebody hurts us, we have to forgive them? Huh? Forgiving people can be really hard. Trust me, I know. Yesterday, I was trying to do my homework in the kitchen when my little brother walked in, and he spilled orange juice all over my homework. I was so mad. What I wanted to do was scream and yell at him. But instead, I chose to forgive him. I had a really hard time choosing to forgive my brother. But do you want to hear something even crazier?
What is it?
There's a guy in the Bible named Joseph. And he had brothers that were way worse than mine. His brothers wanted to kill him.
You going down, Pipsqueak?
They threw him in a pit, sold him into slavery, and faked his death. You think orange juice on homework is bad? This guy had it rough. His brothers did some terrible things. What do you think Joseph did about it? Did he try to get revenge?
That's for throwing me in a pit.
Did he get them arrested? Or do you think he forgave them?
I forgive you, bro.
Today, you're going to learn what Joseph did in your lesson all about
Forgiveness.
oh, brother. Until next time, this is Ashton. See ya!
I will never eat breakfast with them again.
Hey, are you lost? Can I help you?
All I asked for was strawberry jam, not grape. Blech.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, I don't have any jam with me. There's always a ton at the store, though. You know, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Target. Even gas stations sometimes even have some.
Who are you talking to? Random?
Okay. Hey, hi, Eugene. Now, can I help you with anything?
Yeah, I guess I have to talk to another person. Hello. I could use new parents. Mine decided when I asked for strawberry jam that they were going to be too busy and buy grape jam. Like, I wouldn't notice the difference.
Well, Eugene, I am so sorry to hear about your problem. Perhaps you could find it in your heart to show some forgiveness to your parents?
Gross, that word forgiveness? What does that even mean? I am definitely not to blame for this morning's disaster at breakfast.
Listen, you don't have to take the blame for someone else or ignore that it even happened. You could forgive the wrongdoing. You know, just move on from the grape mistake and eat breakfast with them again. And why don't you just hang around with us today and learn about forgiveness?
Well, I guess I can listen to it, but Wouldn't you be so upset if your own parents didn't buy the right flavor of jam?
Well, probably not. I really don't like jam that much.
Ooh, gross, disgusting. Ugh. Oh, that's utterly unbelievable. What is wrong with you?
Well, one leg might be a little shorter than the other, but I don't think it's that noticeable.
No, I mean, what's wrong with your taste buds? Strawberry jam is my jam. All the other jam is destroyed in outer space, and where we can't see it, smell it, and most of all, taste it.
Wow, you certainly have a strong opinion about jam. I hope that you'll be able to forgive your parents.
Well, listen, person, I already have. I would learn about forgiveness. Don't push it.
Okay, I won't. So, have you ever tried apple butter? I think it's the best thing on the planet to put on biscuits or toast. Boy, my mouth waters just thinking about it.
Ugh, what is wrong with you?
Oh, you mean my leg or the thing with apple butter?
You're so weird. Only ancient people with no teeth like apple butter.
That's not true. Apple butter is amazing, and it's consumed by people of all ages.
Whatever. I'm going backstage to listen to today's lesson. To get away from your apple butter eating craziness. Forget this.
Okay, but you should try it. It's amazing.
Blech.
Thank you. Oh, please hold the applause. Thank you. Well, I am the actor, and I'm here to teach you today's power verse. And if you want to be a great method actor like myself, you must know the power verse. So let's get to it. Today's power verse says, make allowance for each other's faults and forgive anyone who offends you. Colossians 3:13a. What a stupendous power verse! But if there's anything I've ever learned, it's that you'll never forget your lines, or the power verse in this instance, if you say it completely in character. So to help us, let's select today's character from the character box. Ah, yes, today's character is a 15-foot tall mouse playing a banjo. Acting, thank you! No, today's character is actually an old person. So I need you to get your oldest grandma or grandpa voice together and let's say the power verse together on the count of 3. Everyone stand up, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Make allowance for each other's faults and forgive anyone who offends you. Colossians 3:13a. Acting, thank you. Wow, that was superb. Well, I must get going, so I'll see you later, boys and girls. Exit stage left. Acting, thank you.
What you gotta know? What you gotta know? What you gotta know? What you gotta know? Hey there, kids! My name is Wiggy Pop, and I'm here to have a rockin' time telling you what you gotta know. I'm so excited to be starting this brand new series called Forgiveness. Today, we are answering the question, what is forgiveness? So every time today that you hear someone ask you what you gotta know, you tell them this: I'll forgive everyone who does me wrong. Some people, they can hold a grudge about anything. I'm still mad at you for bumping into me at our jam session the other day. Oh yeah? Well, I'm still mad at you for telling me my guitar was out of tune. A lot of times, People will stay mad at others for things that could easily be forgiven. Do you think God wants us to hold a grudge against others? No way. That's right. He wants us to forgive everyone who does us wrong. So every time today that you hear someone ask you what you gotta know, you tell them this: I'll forgive everyone who does me wrong. And that right there is what you gotta know. My name is Wiggy Pop, and I'll see you next time. Rock on!
All right, boys and girls, today our lesson is on Joseph forgives his brothers. I know sometimes it's really hard to forgive if you have a brother or sister when they've done something wrong. But today, hopefully, this will give you a little insight on maybe how Joseph did it. He forgave his brothers, and they really treated him pretty messed up and wrong. And so Joseph was his father's favorite son, and Joseph's brothers did not appreciate that at all. Joseph's brothers were so angry at him that they plotted against him. They ended up selling him into slavery by some passing traders. Well, Joseph went through a lot over the next few years. To make a long story short, God used Joseph in a powerful way. He ended up being placed second in command of the entire country of Egypt. Many years had passed, and a famine came upon the land where Joseph's family lived. They ended up traveling to Egypt to beg for food. That day finally arrived when Joseph's brothers arrived in Egypt. When they arrived, guess who was in charge of distributing the food? That's right, Joseph. But his brothers did not recognize him. I'm sure Joseph remembered just how evil and mean his brothers had been to him. Joseph could have had them killed right there on the spot. He could have had them sold into slavery just like they did to him, but that's not what he did. Joseph told all of the attendants and officials, "Out, all of you, leave me with them." His brothers must have wondered what was going to happen next. Had they made their leader mad? What was going to happen? Joseph brought his brothers close to him and said, "I am Joseph, the one you sold into slavery." Wow! Can you imagine what the brothers must have thought right at that moment? They probably thought they were really about to get killed, but instead, they were forgiven. Joseph forgave his brothers for every single thing that they had done to him. Do you think that that was easy for him to do? Of course not. He hadn't forgotten the pain his brothers had caused him. He still remembered all of those years he spent in prison and being sold into slavery. He knew that they deserved to be punished for everything that had done to him. But instead of giving them what they deserve, he forgave them. Today in our lesson, you are going to learn that you can also forgive those who hurt you. It's never easy, but it is possible. With God's help, you can choose to forgive rather than take revenge. Listen closely to this lesson, and this lesson could change your life. How many of you have a little brother or sister? Has anything like this ever happened to you with your brother or sister? They asked to play with your favorite toy, but you said you didn't want them to play with it. They got mad and for not letting them play with it, and it happened. They got so mad
they drew back their hand and smacked you right on the arm. It hurts so bad. How many of you have had that happen to you before? Well, what did you do right then? What did you want to do? Did you want to hit them back? Better yet, you want to get something really big and hit them like a huge stuffed animal. They hurt you really bad, so it's time for them to feel some pain, right? Well, not so true. Forgiveness is the right thing to do. When someone else hurts you, it doesn't matter if they hurt you. Physically by hitting you or emotionally by hurting your feelings or any other way. You might say, okay, I understand that forgiveness is important, but what exactly is forgiveness? Well, from Joseph's reaction, we can learn something very important. How many of you have a special toy or something? Well, here's what it is. Forgiveness is not pretending like nothing ever happened. You know, I love Legos. So, in our picture today, how many of you have built some kind of cool Lego tower or something like that? And you're very proud of it. Do you see what I'm talking about? That's pretty cool. And you have your little brother or sister, they come into your room after you've already set it up and they smash your Lego set. Like your Batman car that you spent days trying to fix. Oh my goodness. Wow, boys and girls, this person, this little brother or sister did something terrible, didn't they? Look, like I need to forgive them. So, should I just pick up the pieces, throw them away in the trash, and just pretend like nothing ever happened? Is that true forgiveness? No, that's not true forgiveness. After all, they broke my Lego Batman car. Just because I acted like nothing ever happened doesn't mean it didn't happen. Think back to Joseph's situation when Joseph confronted his brothers. He said, I am Joseph, the one you sold into slavery. Joseph didn't say, I am your brother Joseph. Let's go have some pizza. He didn't pretend like it never happened or that it didn't, or that this situation didn't go wrong. He came out and said, you sold me into slavery. Sometimes we think to forgive someone is just to pretend like it really didn't hurt you. But doing that cheapens the act of forgiveness. What are you forgiving them of if you never admit they did wrong? You can't just act like nothing ever happened. Not only that, but forgiveness is not taking the blame for the wrong. Joseph didn't say, hey guys, I know you sold me into slavery, but it was really my fault. I made you do it. I never should have worn that fancy, awesome looking robe. A lot of times when we want to make peace with other people who have hurt us, we take the blame for everything that happens. You shouldn't admit when you haven't done wrong, but don't take the blame for something else, for someone else's wrongdoings. If you give someone an excuse, they will take it. And they will never learn from their mistake. So I can't tell this person that it's my fault. It isn't. So what what does forgiveness actually look like? Let's look at Joseph and what he did. He ordered all of the Egyptian officials to bring food, clothing, and transportation. He told his brothers to go get their father and their families and move to Egypt. And he would give them the best of everything in the country. It was a beautiful picture of what real forgiveness really looks like. Forgiveness is blessing those who hurt me. You might say, you mean I have to bless the very people who did me wrong? But they lied to me. They made fun of me. They hurt me. They don't deserve any blessings. That's true. But did we deserve the blessings that God gave us? Didn't we also do wrong to God by sinning? Yet He forgives us over and over again, doesn't He? We can follow Joseph's example. He forgave his brothers, he blessed them, and never brought it up to them again. So today, kids, I'm going to pray for you. And in our lesson today, what is forgiveness? So I ask God that these children will actually learn about being able to forgive other people. Lord, I ask you to challenge the children to go to that person that did them wrong or said something about them. And God, I ask that you would bless them and allow them to accept that forgiveness in their heart, and so that they can forgive others. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Thanks for joining us this week.